Alright, I gotta change my output device though.
Oh, I gotta change my reactive.
I changed mine forever ago to this, but I'm never in a reactive call, so
Like I have a different one for when I collab with other streamers. But I have one for Dimitri. Let me go find him. Where are you, my boy? There you go. Kate's live, spam hydrate. Hello.
Howdy.
oh
Letty.
oh
Letty's the
now
only one left.
no,
You're
he's
welcome,
not
Poison.
gonna be here.
Oh.
Here?
Your other half.
What do you mean he's not gonna be here?
Come on,
Jail
Letty.
for Letty. Jail for 1,000 years.
Gosh, this is gonna be an experience. I've gotten spoiled with my double monitors on my desktop.
Right? Life
I
is so
recommend
good.
if you get too attached to them, I recommend kicking one
Oh yeah,
Why would
that'll
I
do
do
it.
that?
because you'll have one less that way.
I like having two.
So did I.
I recommend the roundhouse kick.
It was more of a horse kick, really. Put jalapenos in my mac and cheese, and now I'm sweating.
Ooh, but is it
Yeah.
good though?
It's okay.
It's okay. Let's see. There's a Cheetos mac and cheese that does the like jalapeno cheddar flavoring. Not bad. Little less sweaty.
Sounds kind of gross, actually.
I have not tried the hot Cheetos one, and I don't think I will. But that one I've heard is gross.
It
There we go.
lowers your honesty stat.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. The fact that they made flaming hot Cheetos Mountain Dew is a sin in itself, but whatever.
I
I'd
haven't
try
tried
it.
that one either. Is it?
Fucking
What does it
terrible.
taste like?
Oh, I said I'd try it, but like I haven't gotten to try it.
Oh, okay.
If I come across it, I will pick it up.
Braver than I.
I miss the fruitcake.
Ugh. You didn't miss anything. It was bad. It was so bad.
It was delicious. What are you talking about?
Rancid. I'd rather drink battery acid than drink that again. It was so bad.
I mean, if you're into battery acid like that, sure.
Do I look like I would choose to drink battery acid if I weren't like desperate?
Look, I don't know what your family drilled into you at a young age, so I'm not gonna judge.
Is
wonder
there a
how
group of
much battery
fundamentalist
acid-
Baptists that pushes battery acid now? I'm behind the times.
I wonder how much battery acid you can ingest before it kills you.
I should
Not
Google
much, I
that.
wouldn't think.
There's got
Yeah, I
to be
don't think it takes a whole lot.
There's got to be at least a little bit you can take.
I mean,
And then you could do the funniest thing and not tell anybody what it tastes like. So they have to do the same.
Wait a minute.
isn't that how a cult works?
Just tell him no. You gotta tell him it tastes really good and not give anything other than that.
It's like being a person that touches lava and you don't tell anybody what it feels like.
You
Like,
can
come
eat
on.
it once.
Tell him it tickles.
Element tickles. Yeah, that's how you go about it.
It looks like taffy. I just want to chew it.
It looks like really hot soup.
Soup?
Soup. It's like a really, really thick soup. Pour it from a can.
Alright, let's see if it'll let me into the server.
Should.
Should.
Hacker voice, you're in.
The neat thing is because it's my laptop, the keyboard's not like a mechanical keyboard, so it's way quieter. So y'all can't hear me furiously typing if I don't mute.
Man, I want to envision the Kermit the Frog gif where he's using a typewriter furiously whenever that happens. Robbed of the imagery.
Hey, the password doesn't have any capitals, does it?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
it's all
Just double checking.
lowercase.
I think Kate's doing intro stuff.
I mean, I figured.
Okay. Tonight we'll finally have How I Met Your Ruler. There is a good chance if things go extraordinarily well, and I mean this with a grain of salt, we may switch to Foundry. Words. But tonight we'll have How I Met Your Ruler. And this weekend we will have Cyberpunk Red with Kate as DM. Friday and Saturday will probably be more variety games. We'll see how that goes. But overall, we're gonna have a good night tonight, and the party's gonna choose where they end up. Hopefully. But let's see where this goes.
Heads.
Oh, you're right though.
You're going to be Neem's AI when he gets that gun.
Oh, sweet Jesus. It's just gonna be Return the Frog's gay every now and then.
It really will. Like, he will be, like, aiming for something with this fucking sniper rifle, and then Chris is gonna chime in with something, like, unhinged.
There I am.
Well,
It's been so long, my boy.
Well, okay, Morgan. What does your note say? As a recap.
Let me read them verbatim. Sir Ronan and Sir Lucio, the little glass dragon gives 5 feet of true vision. Then I think it's a list of things that we bought, which are a cup that helps us breathe underwater for an hour, seaweed sticky traps for Vindrin.
Mhm.
They need seawater to work. Calming conch for sea creatures only for Vindrin and Linden. And then a mermaid belt that ups swim speed for Scylla. And then it's an update of all of the
Yeah, I
monies I
remember
spent. And then the Lancers are committing a genocide. Oopsies. That's it. That's
Oops,
the
all war
notes.
crimes.
But I do remember what happened. We had talked to your boy on the boat. It was the Joe's Crab Shack, but they
Yep.
didn't even serve crab or something like that.
It's currently
no, it wasn't a shack.
endangered.
It wasn't even a shack. That was what it was.
It was a
They
boat.
don't serve crab, and there's not even a shack. So why is it called the Crab Shack? Let's see. We talked to him, got some information about how the Lancers are committing a genocide. Oopsies.
Mhm.
That was pretty much all of last campaign, I think, or last session.
God, I hope they did last campaign.
Oh yeah, that'd be a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, could be a season 2 thing. I don't know. Right. Well, you guys had made your way back to the hide space, safe space, bubble zone, hideout.
Ew.
Mm.
All works.
It's good to be back.
Right?
All of it's accurate.
It's true.
I had to hunt to find Dimitri.
Oh, he's
I could not see him.
oh he's
It's like
He's-
putting on an old sock, you know? It just fits.
What?
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
What's up, Zach?
Like you just get right back in the groove.
How is you?
What does that have to do with socks?
Because
They
you put
fit,
yeah.
you know?
Audible blink.
Well, you guys had made it back to your Porta hideout after learning about certain things. You also learned the Lancers were hunting down the Ashen people. You also learned the Ashen people hide themselves amongst the public. And it's very hard to tell if one is or is not unless it's a child or an older person who has less control over their overall appearance.
What if they like get a moisturizer?
Well, I'm sure the sirens will.
They won't be so
Love
ashen
that.
that way.
Womp womp.
So, you guys now have the choice today between going across the ocean on the Kobold boat, not bolt. No. Sails like a bolt, but that's not neither here nor there. Or you can further investigate the Ashen people, or make your way to the merchant city of where's my map at? There it is. Of Eschel.
I think we were gonna go on the boat.
Yes. I do remember something about a boat.
Well,
We were testing our seasickness last.
you were testing your seas to figure out if one you could do on there, because you wanted to hide the rest in the safe haven.
So we'd only have to pay the one fee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're committing a fare fraud.
Is it really
Smile.
committing it if they don't know it's happening?
Well, yeah.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
the
whole point. That's how you do it. Also, I forgot I didn't have any maps loaded on this, so I'm loading the map for the safe haven
Yeah,
right now.
that's
Oh,
fine.
dear.
You don't technically need to see yourself to RP, but
Yeah. As long as I don't need to roll anything, I'll be okay.
hey,
And one of you can always roll for me.
we're gonna say Lyndon is let's see. All right, just because I
Put him
blew
over with Squid Mom.
uh
No, Ben is loading the map. Don't move. Don't move.
maybe okay. I think I put him in here. Was that Vengeance room? I don't remember.
I have a room.
He lives in the shower. Lyndon does.
That's very I Am Legend of him.
He seems kind of absent-minded lately. He's not really here, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's stuck, so I'm going to disconnect and reconnect.
That's fine. I'll import the map or export the map if I have to. Well, you'll make your way if you decided to go the boat fully. You guys will make your way across land into Otaga Prime,
Hmm.
which is technically a lot of, not necessarily swamp, but a lot of marsh, and it is perpetually dark there, or night. Yeah, same thing. So if you do that, you'll be going to a Otaga Prime. So if that is what you guys decide to do, we can go from there. Or just wait for Dimitri to make their choice and walk there.
Dimitri has already chosen. But Dimitri is also waiting for a member to load the map.
I can't believe Scylla is lacking in her image training.
We're supposed
Yeah, no,
to be.
she's trying to move and she's just kind of like frozen mid stride.
Are we supposed to be on Safe Haven right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
You-
listen really closely, you can hear dollop sounds.
In
No,
the Mind Palace, talking to Blorbo.
Oh yeah, Bartholomew just, I guess, grabbed my brain and sucked me into my mind palace to yell at me about something, or rant, or I don't know.
I mean,
Something about one of the things I rotated in my mind for him.
he does like to rant, but he's also a creature of habit. So every time you like make the flowers bloom a different color, he loses his shit.
Just rotate a horse in your mind for several hours on end, and he's like, please stop. Please.
I think
The
I think
horse
the last
haunts
thing I
me.
rotated was that like sea drake or whatever it was that was caught in the harbor, and they had it like spread out to butcher it or something. It was some kind of creature they'd caught, and we saw it when we went to the docks. I'm in.
Nice.
Hacker voice.
All right. Well, if that's what you should do, how do you want to go about this? As only one of you can really get on there, and obviously, you guys can't really get caught coming out of the cube or being a stranger on the ship because they're very particular.
How big of a ship is it?
It's not a galleon size. Yeah, I think that's the correct term.
So not like giant, but not really a small ship either.
It's not small, but it's not giant. It is big enough to make trips in relatively short time because it has enough speed, but it's also big enough that it's no slouch in that it can hold its own. Or it's small enough to have speed. I want to say it's galleon. I don't know the proper ship size term.
I mean, I don't think any of us know the proper term either, so galleon works fine.
I don't know it.
He's a boat.
Here's boat.
It's a boat,
Big-
and there's
big
people
boat.
on it, and that's good enough for us.
It is run by a crew of entirely kobolds.
That's neat.
Do you think Dimitri could like blend in with the crew?
Probably, but he gets seasick.
Oh yeah,
It's
so
true.
he's not coming out.
Then probably not. I mean, all we need is one of us to get on, and then everyone else hides in the house. For
And we have the
entire
money
trip.
to pay for all of us, for the record. We're doing this just to be
Right.
naughty.
Right.
We could definitely pay
yeah.
for all of
We're
us.
just being goofy.
You guys
Feeling
have
is more fun.
you guys have more than enough to make the fare.
right? But we choose to
We choose
commit
crime
fraud.
instead.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
this is how rich people stay rich. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, one, I don't want to hear shit from you, Mister. I'm gonna gas the people in a camp.
That's a different campaign.
I don't want
My
to hear it from
TV
you.
would never do that.
Oh, I hear it from you. Fucking tear gassing people in a camp, Jesus.
They were gonna get in the mech. I had to deal with them.
Poison, what war crimes are
don't
you
think I
committing
wanna
in
know.
another campaign?
All of them. Every single one of them.
That's
I also
true.
lit an entire forest on fire.
Awesome. You need to do more. That's not enough.
I will do more. I just haven't been given the opportunity yet.
You need to go further beyond.
You must become Geneva Suggestions.
You gotta go racist.
Gotta go all the way.
Full send it.
You can't half-ass it. You have to full-ass it.
You have to full ass one thing, not half ass two things. Right. So, well, how do you guys want to go about this? Obviously, this is not a short trip. You're probably going to be on the boat about, I will say, probably about a week and a half.
That's
If
not the worst.
if it was any other ship, it would be like a full month.
Well, that's really good then. Okay, which of us did we determine didn't get seasick?
I don't think TD did, because I assume it's like teleportation sickness where I'd get over it. But I
Well-
don't remember who else.
I think it was between you. I want to say Lyndon and I think Vindrin.
Do we want to draw straws or something, or do we just want to make Scylla do it?
It's up to you.
I don't know, man. I thought this was going to be a 3-hour tour.
You could say it's a grand tour.
I don't see what's so grand about it.
We're going to the Grand Line?
Oh man, is
Whoa.
that a One Piece reference? Run.
No, that's a Dragon Ball GT joke.
I thought it was like Bleach.
You're gonna need Bleach after watching that.
Bleach is good up until a point.
That point is the Soul Society arc.
Yep. Alright. I'll be right back. I need
Alright,
to.
since no one else wants to do it, I guess Scylla's going to be the official passenger.
Right.
Yippee!
Official passenger.
Figure
One who
out
normally volunteers did not volunteer.
figure out what all you are taking with you, like clothing wise, because obviously, just holding a cube as you walk onto a ship is not going to totally not arouse suspicion.
I mean, obviously, I would put the cube in my backpack and set it up inside the ship if I need to go into the our little pocket dimension.
Mm-hmm. Well, figure all what you are going to take, and I'll be right back.
I need you to wear like a trench coat and act really suspicious, like you're Eric Andre in that one episode. But like nothing's going on.
Do you want to borrow Dimitri's gun just in case?
Gun? I forgot
Dimitri
Dimitri had a
had that.
gun.
Dimitri's had a gun this whole time, and he even got a kill with it.
Dimitri got the gat.
I mean, I figure I was just gonna take my normal set of gear. Because I've
I
got
don't
those
know.
shield gauntlet things that I can do fun stuff with, and I've got all my monk things. I've got the 3-in-1 staff.
But do you have a gun?
Can I use a gun? Like, am I proficient with it?
I mean, you can
Are
use
you
anything.
proficient? I can't see your character sheet.
I doubt you're proficient with it, but you can use anything.
I mean, I
think we
imagine it would just
decided that
fall
hand
under like crossbows
crossbows-
and stuff, right?
I think that's what we decided was that it fell under hand crossbows.
Do monks have proficiency with that?
Probably.
Oh.
Let me look
I
it
don't
up.
see why not.
Let's find out.
I have simple weapons and short swords for proficiencies.
Nope. It's a
Unfortunate.
martial weapon. Feels bad.
Yeah, so I theoretically could use the gun, but I do not get proficiency with it.
But
Aw.
you could still use it anyway.
But I have so much cool stuff that I can use and get proficiency with.
Like a gun.
Why do you want someone to use the gun so bad?
No, I just think it'd be funny.
Why?
Huh?
Who are
I
you
mean,
planning
it
to
would be funny.
JFK?
The captain of the ship.
What kind of gun
That
is
seems like a very bad idea.
That
It's
seems-
a
Can we wait until we dock at the next place before we try that?
it's a musket.
Stop trying to make me pull a I'm the captain now.
But it would
We
be
on a
could drive
boat.
the ship. We just
Then we could
know.
all go out on the ship.
Wait, how many people are on the crew?
Well, considering it's a decent sized ship and it's a coal boat crew, there's a lot of them. They don't take up a lot of space.
We can't have Dimitri use fireball because, wooden ship.
Mm-hmm.
Smile. He's chaotic neutral now. He can do what he wants.
Oh lord.
Plus, Scylla doesn't really have any reason to, stage a mutiny.
Yet.
Yeah,
But we could give her a reason to stage a mutiny.
you
It'd,
could.
it'd just be really funny. You
That's
don't
a
want to give
good
up the bit,
reason.
right?
That's a great
it.
reason.
Do it for the bit.
Yeah, do it for the bit.
For the bit. And this is how half of you end up drowning.
Smile.
We're a bunch of teenagers, of course we're gonna do it for the bit.
We're in a cube.
We're in a cube. That doesn't help your case in any way, shape, or form.
We're in a cube. If the cube's at the bottom of the ocean, but we're still in the cube, guess we're in a cube.
Horrifying.
All right. What'd you decide besides trying to JFK the captain?
I'm just gonna take like my normal set of gear that I always have on me.
Okay.
And then have the cube, in my backpack. Because I get a private room, right?
Yeah. Well,
Is there like a closet or something in it?
there's no closet. There's if I remember right. There
Do
it
we use
is.
baby slings in this world?
Yeah, why?
I would think so.
Could you theoretically disguise the cube as a baby?
No.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know.
Do
It's
you-
funny.
You book it.
Do you know how Hell Rizzer has his cube?
No.
Anyone with a pair of eyes can see that you're carrying a fucking cube that is not normal in any
So
way,
you're
shape,
saying
or
is
form.
If they don't have eyes, then we're okay.
You cannot.
Yeah, I'll just have to blind everyone on the ship. That'll go well.
Yeah, that'll be great. Can't
Mass
you just say it's a
blinding
puzzle
spell.
cube?
Yeah, it's one of those puzzle cubes. You gotta break it to get the code inside.
And then when they try to when they say, "Oh, then can I see it? Can I try to solve it?" You say, "No, it's one of the puzzle cubes with the things in it. You really don't want them to get out." And you just leave it at that.
It's Pandora's box, Smile.
Yeah, no, it's got the ghost of a really annoying lady in it.
I'm cursed to bear it.
It's
Yeah.
like
Oh.
that 1 billion
It's my
episode.
curse.
Oh, that's right. You're still on hold.
Oh god, Dimitri's still on hold?
Yep.
Oh,
Bam.
I'm just listening to songs from the supermarket.
To be
Wait, I
fair,
haven't rolled yet.
all
Can I
right,
try
all right,
rolling?
all right.
Can I try rolling?
To be fair, the music does rotate every now and then.
I
So
got a
there's some
19.
variety.
Yeah.
Am I still on hold?
Good
Probably wait.
19. You, for a split second, you hear, what's the exact message fucking Planned Parenthood keeps telling me every time I fucking sit there on hold? What was it? Your call is important, and we will have a representative with you when they become available.
Take your time. I'm sure
Yeah, you get the
someday.
logo on the AIDS music.
I've just been hearing the songs of the supermarket. Or the sounds of the supermarket. That 170s
Yeah.
song. It's so jaunty. He's slowly becoming unhinged.
That's why you switched alignments.
That's the real reason. It wasn't having his entire world get shaken up. It's
Oh.
because he's been on hold and listening to this music for so long.
All right. Well then, you, Scylla, after you get all of your stuff ready to go, you exit the cube. You get about, it's a crisp, say about 8:30-ish in the morning. It's not hot out in the desert, but it is roughly around probably 85
Hey,
before
it's fine. I have built-in AC.
yeah. Then you make your way to the docks where you find the kobolds, who you're probably going to load this one, but it's fine.
I sure am loading that one. But it's actually moving, so.
You make your way to the docks where you see their giant galleon that has been, you see the anchor is still down. You see the kobolds are 4x4 moving crates into the ship. So you have a kobold on each corner with one on top telling them where to go because they can't see shit. You have crates going in and out. You hear the sound of the ocean hitting along the bank. And the good old captain, or the good old first mate, sitting there going, well. I see we are back to pay your fee, yes?
Sure am.
All right. Now, do you have any belongings in which you wish to keep safe, or anything that you wish to not lose upon our ride?
I'd prefer to keep everything on me, personally.
Very well. What about any next of kin in case of your untimely demise at the high seas?
They are unreachable as of current time, so nope, no next kin.
You see him throw out like 4 pages of paperwork and go, alrighty then. All right. Do you have, you see him pull up a checklist, go, do you have any hidden weapons on you?
Wait, are any of my weapons hidden?
I want to say no.
Sun's out, guns out, bro.
Yeah,
Really?
I feel like all my gear and weapons I
Yeah,
have
just
are pretty
flex and be
obviously
like,
strapped
nah,
to
they're
me.
pretty. Just flex and be like, nah, they're pretty
It-
visible.
No, they're loaded. Ciao.
Yeah, Scylla doesn't really do the whole concealing her
Uh-huh.
weapons thing.
All right.
She
Yes.
wants you to see the thing that she's going to hit you with before she hits you with it.
Yes.
So you know what's coming.
All right. That takes care of that. Let's see. Do you have any allergies, seasickness, or anything else of you see him put on a monocle and go, what's this one? Allergies? What is this?
Well, if I'm allergic to something, I haven't encountered it yet.
All right. You see him then throw the paper, the whole thing of paper in the ocean. Go, all right. It's 250 gold for the entire ride.
Sure thing. I will hand over the money.
I actually don't
We just go-
remember if you guys paid it last time or not, or you just considered
We
it.
didn't pay it.
Okay.
We didn't.
I
pay it
would have
last
written
time.
it down in my
Damn,
notes.
I would have just said yes.
Just
Do you know how much money we have?
shut up, Poison.
So I could always use more money.
For what?
Spells, because he's a spell addict.
I'm a wizard. I have to buy my spells.
You stole your last spells. What are you talking about?
I don't have those spells yet. I still have to decipher
said
those
250?
pages.
Yep.
Thievery is a
Mind
form
you.
of purchase.
Mind you, that's not like highway robbery. That's like the entire trip plus room and board. So
Yeah, that's like everything included.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good deal.
that is probably a little worse, but that's normal.
You see the kobold after he throws the little pad of paper and he goes, "Alrighty then. You will unfortunately be placed next to one of our crewmates who is eccentric, as we like to put it. But he can be a little loud at night, but you should be good."
Loud at night. What?
Do I need to be concerned? You know I'm like a teenage girl, right?
You see him put the monocle on and go, "Do you think we run a pervert house here? No. He's just loud at night."
She's just gonna squint at him and be like, okay.
The audacity of some people.
I'm just warning you, if he tries anything funny, you might not have a crew member for long.
I want you to know every time you redeem clap, I have to pull up the thing.
No. Don't forget to look at the hydrate that
I
redeemed
saw
earlier.
it. Fucking goblin. Alright. He goes, "Now, here's your key." He hands you like a small bag of like fruits and stuff just to like it's complimentary of the ship to give all crew people who decide to join the ship rations of fruit. Last time we did it, we got yelled at by the commander.
All right. She will happily take the fruit.
And he will show
Free
you
fruit.
and he will show you to your room. Which is oh, this one shouldn't be too bad to load.
Yeah, it's zipping along.
And then I will grab your token. Nope. Save it. You are here. Boop. Boop. And le boop. Say when.
All right, I'm in.
All right. He shows you your way to your room. You are taken below deck one level, and taken to the north, where you are put into a room. You can see there are 2 beds. There's a place to put your belongings up on a net, so they don't, fall over or go anyplace. You can see the beds are bolted down to the ground so they don't shift and move, but they, for the most part, look very comfortable.
Well, that's good at least.
You can hear on the other side of the wall, as you're putting your stuff away, you can hear hammering and clinking of many things. And you hear the occasional, "Dag nabbit! Goddamn screw won't go in the hole. Phosphorus keeps blowing up."
On a boat?
I never said they were smart kobolds, okay?
Why does it sound like they have an engineer when this is like a sailboat?
And you hear that for like probably about maybe every like 30 minutes or so. He'll like, you'll hear like a bang of the hammer dropping on the ground and like smacks his foot. And then as you get settled in, you can hear on top of the ship the pitter patter of all the kobolds, like feet. And you hear the captain come aboard. He goes, "All right, lads and ladies. You know the drill. Strap everything down. Get the sails up. We make way for Ortaga. Remember, boys, we're going through the shoal zone." And as everything hooks up, everything is strapped down, you hear the pitter-pat of all of it. You can hear the crew swinging around on the ropes to get the sails down and everything. The anchor is pulled up, as the anchor is actually relatively right below you. So you hear the chain of it like rattling around.
Fun.
It only goes down once they anchor. And then you're off. You feel the tug of the ship go, and for the first time, you feel actual waves. As you begin to cruise through the ocean at a very somewhat fast pace. You can see out of your porthole in the room that you are out of the city limits in roughly 20 minutes.
That's pretty quick.
You are now on the open ocean, and you are free to do as you will. Same for everyone else in the cube.
Question.
Yes.
So obviously the cube needs a door to function and have an entrance. If I set it as the door to the room from this side, what happens if someone opens it from the other side? Like out
They
where that
see an
table
empty
is?
room. They do not.
But what happened?
Okay, so
Sorry.
no, it's fine. So if they open the door this way, they will only see this room. If you open the door this way, you will only see the cube.
But like if they came in and closed the door and then tried to leave again, they would end up in the cube, right?
No.
Oh, they wouldn't.
No. The cube will not allow people that are not allowed into the cube in.
Oh. We haven't had much chance to use it where other people could potentially get in, so.
it's why when you heard the explanation from Cecilia when she explained how it was used, they used it as a way to hide in big cities without being found, because they would open the door and boom, there's nothing there, because the cube was built to only allow those allowed into it.
Oh.
That being said, if there's a high enough, magical person and can pinpoint it, they're going to find a way in, but you have to be, up there. It's not indestructible.
All right, but like the average person couldn't get in.
No, the average Joe couldn't even get in if they tried.
Have you all thought about what happens if she drops the cube into the ocean and we sink to the bottom and we're just trapped in this building forever?
No, and I don't really want to.
I'm just putting that out there.
External dread kicks in.
Well,
I
if
mean,
that happens, I
even
can't see
Mercedes
mom again.
still wouldn't do that.
You think your mom wouldn't go to the depths of the ocean on the surface to find you?
You wouldn't do that on purpose.
You know, she actually
Well, don't
might.
jinx me.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on wood.
Wait, my belt just gives me swim speed, not water breathing, right?
If you have the cup, you get water
Correct.
breathing.
Yeah, if I drink from the cup, I get water breathing for like a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
An hour.
The
An hour,
the belt turns your legs into like a siren's tail.
Yeah, I basically become a mermaid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like how fast of a swim speed does it give me? Is it equal to my normal movement speed?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well,
And so
pretty
my
good.
movement speed works on the assumption of a round, which is like 6 seconds.
yes.
So that's like 60 feet in 6 seconds.
But it only lasts an hour. It's not a permanent thing.
No, I was talking about the belt because I thought that lasted until I took the belt off.
No, it lasts an hour before it has to recharge.
Ah, I misunderstood then.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out how deep I could get.
I mean, you could go really deep. You would just have to deal with water pressure and
Oh yeah, there's
the
that.
and you don't know what's down here. Like, you don't know what's below that shiny blue coat of water.
That is a good point.
Nothing. It's perfectly safe. Dive on in.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly safe. Fucking Cthulhu's down there going, y'all want to play a game of chess? Where? You're on the boat for about 40-ish 5 minutes. And you have made it. You are out of the city limits to where their laws kick in, and you are now in the open ocean.
Oh
What do
boy,
you-
no laws.
Within reason, but yeah. What do you choose to do? As well as those in the cube. Choose to do as you are now in the open ocean. Your journey has begun to find One Piece.
Reading books.
Probably studying the blood magic pages that I stole.
Okay. I assume oh, that's right. Cade, you do
What?
you do get your familiar.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, Daddy sent you a pet.
No, that's just the changes.
Well, I gotta go make a token real quick.
What kind of critter are you gonna have?
You'll see.
Oh boy.
But to point out, we don't use all of 1D&D stuff, but there is some stuff in there that is actually like reasonably good to take because it's just quality of life. So there is some stuff in there that we do use.
Oh, this is a 1D&D thing?
Yeah.
What
Or
is it? Out of curiosity.
Warlock.
Warlocks get familiar? Is that what it is?
Yeah, for their I think Pact of the Chain or Pact of the Book, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
The other change of that is yeah, Pact of the Chain. The other change of that is going forward for Warlocks, if you wish to be in Charisma or Wisdom, you can make that your main stat instead of Charisma. Just for people to have more free form to what they want to do. Unless she does that. All right.
Well, I want to set up the cube so that they can come out if they need to.
Mhm.
Because, like, we have the message earrings, so we can communicate and be like, hey, is the
Right.
room clear? And all that kind of stuff.
Yep. All right. Well, do you put it like by the door or do you like put it behind the door so when it opens they don't see it?
I mean, that's probably the best way to do it is put it behind the door, like maybe tucked behind something so that even when the door is closed, it's not immediately visible. Like, how close does it have to be to the door to function?
Not really close. Like, it can be far away from it in a bag. You just have to, like, register that the door is the point of entrance.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just do that and then put it back in my bag and put my bag wherever it's supposed to go in here.
Okay.
I'm assuming, like, under my bunk.
It can be under your bunk. It can be in the little netting so it doesn't shift and sway. It's wherever you feel that it is safe.
Is the other person's stuff already, like, put in here?
You have the room all to yourself.
Well, I assumed since the other person's a crew member that
They're
they'd already have their stuff stored in here.
they're over here.
Oh, I thought I was sharing a room.
No, you just have 2 beds in here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just toss my bag in the netting then so it won't move around.
All right.
But other than that, Scylla would just do her standard downtime monk things.
Your your guys' first night is normal, like it has been for a while. You guys go about your night doing your downtime stuff. You sit there, you read, you get your magic spells, you train the bow, you have dinner, you dick around. You guys start the next day. Scylla, for you, when you wake up, you are already about a days and a half travel away from the city. For everyone else inside of the cube, the day setting is clicked on and the sun in the cube begins to rise.
Ooh. I don't think we've seen it daytime in here.
Well, it does it all the time. It's just a thing to make, like, you know, you're in a cube, you're not outside. You know, the whole, like, how their game on Tuesday. Their space place will simulate daytime.
Mm.
So you're not like, oh, why is it 9 o'clock at night out, but it's day inside? Great way to fuck with somebody though. But your day starts out like every other. Scylla, while you're on that side, what do you do?
Sorry, say again.
While you're on the outside, it is a bright sunny morning. You can hear the waves hitting the ship. You can hear some seagulls flying by. You can hear the pitter patter of all the kobolds making their rounds, and the loud snoring of your neighbor.
Well, I guess I will go out and like explore the ship a little bit. Get a feel for where everything is. Where does this little detached section meet up with the rest of the map?
So you are under here.
Ah, I see, because there's a little raised
Yeah.
portion.
So
Okay.
this door is here. And
Alright,
then
cool.
this is under this.
All right. I just wasn't sure how
Yep.
it all went together.
Also, production value.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
I'm not moving them all because it's a bitch and I have to get them back to where they were.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. But it's neat that you can.
They all move.
That's very useful. I like that.
I think Foundry will make that easier whenever that happens.
Well, then I guess Scylla will come out onto the deck and
All right.
start exploring a little bit.
You walk out. You can feel the breeze as the ship is it's schmoving. It's schmoving. You can
How
see
fast would you say we're going?
I don't know how to do nautical miles. About 85 miles per hour.
That's pretty
Yo.
speedy.
I don't know how to do nautical speed, but there you go. They are no slouch. This thing moves like a beast.
It's definitely worth the 250 gold then.
But you walk out onto the deck. You can see like various crewmates are they're going back and forth from under the ground. They're popping up on top of the thing. They're barking orders to each other. You hear in very draconic. They're shit talking to each other, saying shit like you were supposed to slap the deck last night. Why didn't you? And I can't believe you stole my fruit, you jackass.
Groovy for you, I guess.
Damn, I'm getting all the tea.
But that's just like the various non-tokened people. They're just barking orders. They're yelling at each other. They're playing card games and stuff on the deck because like there's not really much else for them to do. But you come out and you see 4 notable kobolds. You see one who is in full armor. You see he's standing by the mast of the ship. You see he is actually chained to the mast of the ship. Not like tied to it, but like in case it ever falls off, he can just be dragged back. You see
So like a lifeline.
yeah.
It makes sense. If he's in full armor, he will sink like a stone.
You see in the front of the ship, starboard, you see the spotter. You see he's a kobold. He's dressed in this like raincoatish like look. He's got a little lantern on his head that he turns on at night to see through all the fog. And you see him, he's like riding just between the ship's deck here and able to like jump over here just in case. And then you see Bing, who is currently sitting on the side of the rail where all the rope is going to the mast, looking out as the birds go by, and you can hear him humming tunes as he goes, I like to count the gold. I like to count the gold. It's shiny. It's bitey. I like to count the gold. He's enjoying his time. And then you've got the captain who is... I hate them.
He looks so grumpy.
I hate... Then you got Craig, who is the captain. You see... You can see he is currently standing on top of a crate as he's spinning, and you can see there's ropes on the wheel where he like grabs the rope and yanks it to turn it. You can see him barking orders. He go, get the mast up. We don't want to be late. Make sure we get across. We also want to avoid the storm coming in from the east. You can also see various like pyres and stuff are set up in case for the dark, so they can see. There's various netting around the area where you can see like it's either used to stop people from falling off, or you see a couple people sleeping in them.
Question: are there any other passengers, or is it just me?
They do passengers, but they're mostly a transporting crew. So, as is currently, you're the only one on the ship that is the actual passenger.
Oh boy.
Outside of the guy that's your neighbor, but he's also like crew.
So is he like working to pay his way?
He is their shipwright.
Oh, okay.
He makes sure their ship actually fucking works.
I would have thought you would do that before you set sail, but okay.
Low-end kobolds.
But
Low-end kobolds. We're on a low-end kobold ship, Ben. You're in it now. This will make you miss Dimitri if you don't already.
Oh, she does. Immediately.
You come out onto the deck. You're seeing all this stuff happen, but they're very tight knit. They're doing these things in a quick order, like they've done it 100 times, over and over in their sleep. And this would be your first time on a ship in actual sea that is saltwater.
Oh, did we not have any like brackish
No.
lakes up on the islands?
No, you only have lakes that are just not saltwater.
So we only have fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose that's good for, that's needing to drink things, but
The altitude up on the flip side of your waist, there is no salt water. It is all what is just basically accumulated rainwater. Over the many, many years that the place has actually been up there. And magic. Lots and lots of magic.
I mean, I assumed. That's what's making them float in the first place, after all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, since Scylla's never like experienced saltwater or being on an actual ocean before, she's gonna go over to the rail of the ship and just kind of lean over and watch the water.
You can see, obviously, I don't have to explain waves to you, but you know,
It's an ocean, huzzah!
yeah, I don't have to explain the ocean to you because you already know what it is. But the short and sweet of it is, as you're looking over the ocean, you see the foam of the ocean hitting the side of the wave of the boat. As the boat's going fast, you can see it's cutting through the ocean. It's slamming into it every single time, but you don't feel a thing. You can see the ocean water coming up onto the deck every now and then. You're hit occasionally by the little splash. You get a little bit of it in your mouth. You taste that salt. And it's also in your fur now.
Oh, that raises a good question of where do we get spices up top? Because like sea salt is a good source historically of getting salt.
Lots and lots of dead bugs.
Delicious.
Bugs that
Bugs?
yes, dead bugs.
You come to the surface and it's ooh, everything's too spicy.
You most of your spices and stuff comes from the various animals and wildlife that adapted to being up there. So you'll have like slugs that when they move, they leave spice. You also have animals that are fruits up there. So you have like animals that are like peaches and pears that they hunt. There's a lot of them.
Why are the islands just bug snacks?
Oh boy, we're bug snacks?
Yeah.
But yeah, Scylla's just like watching the waves because the lakes up top aren't big enough to really have that kind of wave. And she's doing the thing what cats do, where like just the tip of their tails twitching, but very aggressively.
This you see a ton of fish go by. You see large, small scaled fish. You see various fish that have all kinds of different size, species, the way they look. You see fish with wings and horns. You see literal ball-shaped fish pop out of the water, use their mouth to suck in air, and then blow forward to swim.
That's cool.
You see, you can hear some of the crew as they're like, like looking off into the ocean side, like, "Oh, I won't get too close to the edge, lassie. We do get big serpents jumping out. They make some pretty big waves."
Scylla's just like gonna keep watching. She is entranced. But she has like a full grip on the railing, like claws out and everything.
You see, they go about another, I'd say, like 30-ish miles, and you see off in the distance this gigantic serpent. You see the body go up into the air. It comes down. It takes like a good 2-3 minutes for the entire body to go up into the air and then back down, and you see it just swim across the surface of the water. It goes under the boat. It goes by it. You see it taking out like swarms of like smaller fish to eat, and you just see the kobolds go, "I told you it wouldn't bump the ship. You owe me 10 gold."
Yo, they're betting that much money. They really are low int.
They don't know how to count silver. Hell, I don't know how to count silver without a fucking calculator.
Very quietly, Soul's gonna go into the messageering. Y'all are missing out on some really cool good shit.
Dimitri's gonna look up and say, huh, so it does work like that.
How
Back to his
interesting could
book.
it be? You're on a boat.
True.
Yeah, but the boat's in water, and there's things in the water.
Oh wow, there's fish. That's so cool.
Dude, I just saw like a weird snake thing in the water that's like 3 times the size of the ship. It was cool as hell.
I
Disgusting.
actually I think they call those eels,
Eels don't have scales.
don't they?
No,
No, they
How
don't.
would you know?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. They're
Yes,
freshwater
definitely
eels. We gotta
sure.
have those up in the water up top.
Maybe it's a sea snake.
A big
It's a
one.
pretty big snake.
I guess so, yeah. They get pretty big, I heard.
Is the crew treating you okay, Scylla?
I mean, I'm just kind of here and trying to stay out of the way. But yeah, for the most part, no one's tried to like mess with me or anything.
This game
Out
is
of-
not rated for that, so yeah, I think you should be safe.
This is 18 plus. This is just controlled 18 plus.
Twitch safe smile.
I mean, you're still gonna get stabbed. I can't stop you from getting stabbed.
Mostly safe for work.
Wait, we're having a
I mean,
stabbing?
technically, you could. You do have the power of the DM, but you
That's not
choose
the
not
kind of
to.
stabbing I'm talking about.
I
I have the power of gun and knife?
Oh, true. We have shootings.
Try to remember the basics of CQC.
we have shootings. Oh, that's on brand.
I mean, Sola does CQC pretty much every time you're in combat, so.
As you're watching the fish go by in the ocean, you see various like smaller islands and like the look of storms brewing in the background. You see the clouds going by because you are going like rather fast, and then you hear probably about after 45 minutes of just kind of talking with everybody and enjoying the view. You hear a bell going, and you hear one of the chefs pop up on top. It's this like 300-pound cobalt with like a chef's hat on. He's got an apron and like holy pants on him, and he goes, "All right, come and get your food. First come, first serve."
How fat does a kobold have to be if he's 300 pounds?
They're 3 feet tall.
Yeah,
That man's
How
wider
big
than he
are
is
they?
tall.
that's 100 feet.
Can he
That's
fit through
100
the doors? Is he okay?
He can
I
fit
don't
through the
think it's
door.
okay.
The doors
Is he
are
okay?
the doors are rated for humans and Scylla type height.
Oh, wait a
It's not
minute.
the height I'm
Maybe
worried
he's just really swole.
Yes,
Muscle
yes,
Muscle
Muscle
weighs more.
does
Maybe
way
he's
more
just
than fat.
jacked.
yes. He is a
Not this kobold
he is
I've
a
ever seen.
300-pound jacked Giga Chad kobold. You see him walk out. His chin is out. He's got the
That's a thick kobold. He's 300 pounds.
He just serves us protein shakes and calls it good.
No.
No, only unseasoned chicken breast.
No.
That
At least it's not too spicy.
that he punched a cook.
Yeah.
Gotta tenderize it somehow, I guess.
You
Kobold
know,
One Punch Man.
you see him walk out. He's carrying like two of those platter pans. They're like fucking like huge. You see him put them on top of two crates. Pull up. It's got fruit. It's got vegetables. It's got meats. It's got like actual meals. You see fish
hell
they've
yeah, free food.
you see fish they've caught that they've seasoned and cut apart. You see eels, actual like meat that you would get off a board that they've had salted in there forever. You see like fruits that are like roasted and cut up and like smothered across stuff.
Yeah, so we'll definitely go get some food. I say it's free food, but she's already paid for it. That's what the $250.
Yeah. Yeah. They feed you.
What's the name of the jacked kobold?
Yeah, why don't we have a token for him?
So I don't have a picture of a Jack Kobold 'cause that's terrifying.
What's his name?
I would imagine seeing a kobold that jacked, Zilla is initially a little bit intimidated.
Anything I call him, you guys are not gonna call him that anyway, so just make up a fucking name.
No, I want to know his actual
I
DM
want
given
to know his name.
Captain Jack
Give him a
Sparrow.
name.
I want his legal name.
I want his government mandated name.
His government assigned name.
I want the
Give us
name.
the kobold.
I want the name his mama named him.
Swobold.
Oh my god, come on. Fucking- My mouse is being an asshole today because it doesn't want to do anything.
While you're thinking of the name for the swobold, hydrate.
Swole. God damn it.
You didn't hear me say that?
Yeah, that was Fens.
His name is Kegs.
Kegs
love
with
him.
2 G's.
No,
It's going in the
Perfect.
notes.
no, Kejs. Or Kegs, not J.
He's in the
Like
notes
kegs
now.
like a beer keg?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I love him.
You see him walk out, he's like, you know how chefs have seniority, right? Like, you know, when the head chef says fucking do it, you're gonna do it. You see him walk out, you see him like dinging the bell with his tail and telling everybody to get ready. He goes, first come, first serve, you know the rules. You see the kobolds fucking line up. They are ready to go. You see him like slowly picking stuff out. You don't see a single kobold like take too much. They take just enough.
Wait, how much do I get to take? I'm way bigger than a kobold, but I don't want
Well-
to take too much. He's swole.
He gives you your own plate, but it's the same thing.
Okay. That's fine.
So there's fish in there, there's fruits, there's like there's actual meats, not raw meat. Unless you eat raw meat, then there you go.
I would assume Leonin could probably eat raw meat.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's their preferred way to eat it, but I imagine they could.
He'll hand you a plate and goes, I understand that you are a guest on our ship. Now, we may not have food that fits everybody, but we try. Here is our fish gumbo. a la mode.
It's on ice
Alamode?
Yes.
Is it on ice cream?
It's on a sauce that you don't want to know how it's made.
Gotcha.
Was it like a cream sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Thank you. No, this is perfect.
Yes. If you need any dietary restrictions, we do that to some degree, but you see him look down at the kitchen below. He goes, "They try."
Is Kegs the smartest kobold here?
He's probably the fifth.
I imagine it's like him and the captain and maybe the first mate.
He's smart enough not to serve you poison. Let's go there.
Hooray!
I mean,
Technically
if I
a
had to
positive int modifier.
if I had to pick the two people that you definitely want to have a non-negative int stat, it would be the captain and the head chef.
I'm glad he's not serving me.
If you need anything edible, there's always the cube with the definitely not negative int stat kobold inside, who does cook.
He goes.
That is true.
He,
I mean, that's true.
he you see him turn and go, "If you need anything, just ring the bell. A cobalt named Steve will pop up to your door for you."
Steve, what does Steve look like?
Steve is actually about 1.5 feet tall.
He's so small.
Little.
Why
He's
are you
very,
so
he's
small?
very angular.
He is 1.5 feet tall. He is entirely gray. His scales are a white. He's got slick back hair, and he goes, "Steve may be small, but by God, he can get to anything anywhere fast in the ship."
Just don't have any big
Just-
problems.
I don't know why, but proportions wise, I'm just imagining that Steve looks like one of those Jesus lizards.
Yes. And then you
Syl just like, oh no, this is perfect, thank you. I can pretty much eat anything kobolds can eat. So
well. If you need anything to drink, there is a keg over there full of water.
yes, a keg provided by Kegs.
Questionable pause there, Kegs.
He's not 100% sure if it's still fresh.
Gotcha. So
I
it
mean-
might be salt water.
I mean, usually they don't bring water on this kind of long voyage. They usually bring something that's been distilled or not distilled, brewed, because that keeps longer.
Or fermented. Yep.
And if you don't trust the water, squeeze some of the fruit you got. They're extraordinarily juicy.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Where did they get such juicy fruits?
The same
It's a
way,
mystery.
the same way you guys get fruit, get spices on the on the islands up top. Better not to ask.
Ah, bugs. Got it.
I will choose not to question it.
You'll see him go back down after they have cleared out the plates. See him shut the door, and the day goes on. You go about the ship, or like as you stay up on the ship, you see the kobolds going various places. You see them. So some of them you see tie ropes around their waist. They're jumping off the ship to grab stuff that is hanging on the side of the boat, like the various like fish that get stuck on there, and like throwing them off. You see various of the kobolds that are on break. You'll see them like dive into some of the lifeboats to take a nap.
So
They
is
are.
it like midday or is it getting to be to evening?
It's probably getting about 5 o'clock as you go about. So you can see the sun starting to set, but the closer and closer you get to Otaga, the time frame of when it goes from day to night starts to get shorter and shorter and shorter until like at like 4 o'clock, it's night.
So do
And
they serve like stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or is it just like one meal a day and you do dried fruit for the rest?
they serve all three. Most of it's kind of the same though.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. They'll occasionally have eggs and stuff. They'll serve various different forms of how the food is cooked, but it's generally about the same ingredients.
Well, then I guess after whenever dinner is served, Syl head back to the room.
Before you walk the door, you see the Cobalt in armor look at you and go, Madam, be sure to be safe in your cabin tonight. It does get cold. He's
Okay.
He's low toned. He's kind of stuttering here and there, but he's humble. He's nice.
I will be sure to bundle up. Thank you.
Cold never bothered her anyway.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Objectionable pun detected.
Smile.
Fun, please. Objection. But you, as you walk back into the hallway here that like separates the room, you see this kobold just pops out of his door. You see he's like covered in what you can assume is probably some kind of soot.
Does it look like it's been there for a while, or does
No,
it
look,
look fresh? Or
it looks recent.
concerning?
You see, you can see some like dust like seeping out of the door as it's open, and he goes, you hear the goddamn thing keeps blowing up my face.
What you doing there, bud?
You see him like wipe the soot off his face. Looks like he goes, "Oh, you must be my neighbor. I'm sorry about the banging. It's just a habit."
Did you say something about something blowing up?
Oh, no, not in the explosion kind of way, just dust way.
Dust is kind of flammable.
It's not flammable dust, you're fine.
What dust isn't flammable? That's even more concerning.
Goes, no, we're trying to the ship occasionally has issues where the joints the joints of the ship don't seem to want to give, so we use the dust as a grease. Unfortunately, we don't always stop by the Otago region that much, so we have to make alternatives.
Hey, Kona, brother.
Wait, back up. You're using dust as a lubricant?
Well, it just so happens that we add a little salt water to it, and it does surprisingly well.
Why not just use actual grease or some
Salt
kind of
water
oil?
is
All kinds of fucked up.
Salt
Sir,
water
have you
is
been drinking this salt
corrosive.
water?
Don't put salt water on gears.
I never said they were smart kobolds, okay?
Low hint. Negative
Me
modifier
brain
spotted.
dialing Bartholomew will pick me up. I'm scared.
But no,
I'm gonna rotate this guy in my head for you. Please
he
tell me how to make him work.
he you see him turn. You can see like along his his waist, he's got like a pouch of like all these tools. He's got various knickknacks and various like stuff you would not assume is normal for a normal everyday person.
Is
Yeah,
this
we
guy an
like
artificer or
knickknacks.
something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ask him if he has guns.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna ask him if he has guns. But now I'm just imagining like the earrings sending everything I'm hearing as well as my voice, and you guys are just chiming in constantly.
It's just on loudspeaker in the cube.
New guns, they might blow up, but it'd be funny.
He'll take the like soot off his face. It's still like kind of there. You can see it like hanging on his horns, and some of it's on his cheek. But he'll like wipe his hand off in like a rag, and he'll walk his like 3-foot ass over here and off her head, and he goes, "I am Lockford the Third. Bonnet."
What happened to the other two?
I don't think we want to know. Probably
probably died.
explosions.
I'm sorry, what did he say his name was? Lockford.
Lockford the
Third?
Third Bonnet.
Why isn't it Lockford Bonnet the Third?
The third is just his middle name.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't even
Okay,
three
no, I like
Lockford.
that.
The
That's
Lockford
better than
bonnets.
him being the third Lockford Bonnet in his family.
He's the only one. They just called him the third. Maybe he's the third born or something. Kobolds.
Okay, well, since he's introduced himself, nice to meet you. I'm Scylla Blue Moon.
Well, we don't see a lot of your kind on the boat. What do you do exactly?
Well, I guess technically you'd say I'm a monk, though I'm not really a monk of a specific religion or anything. I'm just kind of a general purpose monk.
Ah, well. Well, if you're still on the boat and you're interested in any type of knickknacks, well, I can offer some help, but I don't know if they'll fit you exactly. As,
We-
I mostly only do kobolds, but I can do my best if needed.
Well, I do know a kobold and 2 other kobold-sized people.
Well, we still have a bit before we hit Otaga, so if you do need something, just knock on my door or the wall, either or. I'll hear it.
All right, I guess.
As you echo, and remember, if you find anybody, tell them. Always trust Lockford for quality.
Was he trying to get free advertising out of me?
Somewhat.
Are his products actually quality?
No.
Well, you'll have to use them to find out. You don't know. It's a gamble.
Probably not.
If you get kobold-sized things from the kobold will use them. Smile.
Okay,
I'm
are you
just
sure
saying.
about that? Because this is the guy that was using dust and salt water as grease.
That's why I
Yes, I
said
am sure
no.
about that. I am sure about that.
All right. Well,
We'll
what
just
kind of
cast.
things do you have, Lockford?
Say that again.
Things do you have?
Well, we can enchant stuff. It does take a little bit, but if you have the time. Some things we do offer are various knickknacks that may help you out, especially one that's some of them we use here on the boat when we go scuba diving.
Mm-hmm.
We have things that
Listening.
we have things that produce light. We have things that can grab things from a very long distance.
So like one of those little grabby arms.
Yeah, go with that.
The ones you use to get boxes off the shelf
Yeah,
when it's too
yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
I could use one of those like in real life.
Poor Morgan.
5 feet 5 inches. Never felt so short. When you're humbled by the cabinets being 2 inches too tall.
We can trade heights.
I know that feel.
Yeah, man. We're me and Kate are an inch shorter than you.
Yeah, man.
I have to ask my husband, who is 5'7", to get things off of the upper shelves, okay?
Listen,
very
everyone knows the
upsetting. It's
answer
very
to that problem
humbling.
is you just climb on the counter.
Yeah, just
True.
climb on the counter a little bit.
Okay, in our apartment, the counters were about only like about a half foot further out than the actual cabinets were, because the cabinets were very deep, hence why I couldn't reach anything on the upper shelves. So I could not climb on the counters and safely like reach into the shelves because I had that such little space to put my
Listen,
knees.
no one said it was safe to do that.
You're gambling.
It was not feasible.
It's
Not
not
bad you want that
one of them
item.
just that is tall.
He
Are we
will.
just all the short people in general on this Discord?
No,
You guys are kind of short.
Freakishly tall, freakishly short people.
I'm not
Short gang.
I think
either of those.
the
I'm
tallest people
average.
here are like Letty, me,
Yeah.
and I think
5'7",
Chris.
That's pretty average, I think. Yeah, pretty average.
How
Yeah.
tall is Letty?
Like
It's
6'2".
like 6 something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's not that much taller than me. He's like an inch taller.
I'm 5'10".
Who's the shortest? I think I know who it is.
I think it's you, Cade.
No, Neem's shorter than me.
Is he really?
Yes, remember
How
at the
tall is Neem?
Castlevania game?
Oh,
5'2". I'm 2 inches taller than Neem. Let's go.
he was like 5'3". Don't say that, Sack.
He's baby.
He's just a little guy.
still the
I know
guy.
it's
I
the
know Kate's
truth.
By the Discord server.
I know it's the truth, but you don't have to say it.
New role added to Discord server.
Just a little
The
guy.
baby.
Isn't Pi like
It's just-
5'4" or something?
I'm about to go make a roll. What are we naming it?
King.
Either
Jesus
Short Kings
Christ.
Anonymous or
Short
the
Kings
baby.
You name it
Anonymous.
just a little guy.
Short Kings Anonymous is pretty
Just a
good.
little guy.
But the thing is, if you make Short Kings Anonymous, that could apply to multiple people in here.
I'll make this
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Oh, the chaos we get into.
He will also tell you that he goes, well, we do also sell shields that are compactable. Or we offer shields that are compactable.
You mean collapsible?
Yes, they call it compactable. Compact, not
Oh.
compactable, not compatible.
Can they even? The whole thing is that you want it to endure an impact. What if they just collapse when something impacts with it?
That would be not great.
That'd be funny though.
It would be very funny.
It'd be very funny. How do we sneak that into our enemies' camp?
Listen, as long as this guy
All
isn't
right.
like the Ian Seer of gadgets, I think we're good.
I want all of the gadgets. Can you get all of the gadgets and gizmos, perhaps?
Okay, how many gadgets and gizmos are there that I could feasibly purchase from this man?
Well, the shield is only collapsible, not compactable.
No, I want him to call it compactable.
Compactable.
Attached now.
Is for storage and for their size, but it can expand out and be a normal shield for a normal person.
When you say normal person, do you mean me normal person or
Yes.
Dimitri normal person?
I mean, medium creature, normal person.
Okay.
Dimitri's not a normal person, confirmed.
Well, at least you exist. Gnomes don't exist.
One day we'll make a gnome character. You have to acknowledge.
I want to make a gnome barbarian.
No, if
You've
someone
already
makes a
done
gnome
that.
in
I don't
one of
hear
those
shit from you.
games, they're just gonna
Oh,
get
shit.
constantly microaggressioned by characters. like NPCs.
Microaggression.
For no reason, too. It'll just be like the most random.
No. I'll just say I only have like 4 players the entire game.
4.5.
4.5, my ass.
Why am I Oscar Mayer driver?
Because you were pussy pearl holder, but it had to change.
What? I don't understand.
Because I'm a guy now.
I think it was Pussy Pearl Horror because of
Yeah.
a TikTok we found.
Yeah.
You know, some things are better left unsaid.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You are correct.
never said it was a good thing. I was just explaining what it does.
Pretty good.
They
Had to add that one.
he also offers a staff that has the ability to attach things to it.
Get it? Is it magnetic?
No.
Oh, it's Letty.
But he just has various stuff. You just have to pick and choose if you want anything.
All of it. Get all of it.
How much would it cost if I bought literally all of it?
Woo!
Do I get a discount if I clean him out?
He squints at you like, where? See, he like squints. You gotta looks at you and goes, "How do you have enough money to pay for all that?"
What are you, a cop? Mind your business.
What are you, a cop?
I've been waiting to be able to use that somewhere.
No. I'm no what do they call it? Notaga. Those mouth breathers.
Ah, Otaga is a cab.
No, they're imperialists. I just find it interesting that a woman of young age has so much money. But we will gladly sell you at a discount because, frankly, we haven't had many guests on this ship, and it's nice to talk to someone who isn't another kobold.
Do you just like never leave the ship when you're in port?
Well, we do, but 9 times out of 10, we only get about maybe an hour or so to go stock up things and then come back because we are at sea quite a bit.
Man, that sucks. You don't ever get like vacations.
Well, we do when the ship needs repaired, but we're pretty good about keeping the ship repaired. Maybe I should sabotage the rudder.
Are you?
Maybe you don't do that.
Wait till we're off the ship, please.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
Are
I
you
don't care what you do
unionizing the
once I'm not on
kobolds?
this ship, but
oh,
like-
oh! I won't do it when you're on
I
the
would like-
ship.
to reach my destination.
Unionizing the kobolds by asking about vacation time.
Right? You mean we can get a vacation?
Do you get dental?
Yes. Yes. What's dental?
They don't even have dental.
Shame.
Do you get dental? Yeah, do you get dental in this medieval world?
Hey, no, apparently, like, pirates had pretty good benefits historically.
Well, yeah. But I'm talking like
Pirates.
the 14, like medieval time, and not when the Indian trade was a thing.
I mean,
that
pirates
exist in
existed
this world?
before, like, the golden age of piracy. It's just there were a bunch of pirates during that time. Anyway, have you ever heard about something called a union?
Oh my god.
Unionize them.
You see him.
Did you know that you have
believe
rights?
that union after all.
You see him squint. He goes, "What is a union?"
Did you know that you have rights?
You have rights?
Well, you see, it's when a bunch of people who work together see that they're not being treated fairly, so they band together and collectively bargain with the people in power and say, hey, we want these things in exchange for our work.
Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. You mean Pirates Anonymous.
What the hell's Pirates Anonymous?
Well, you see, there was a lot of complaints about some captains that were less than reputable, causing a lot of problems. And so the pirates got together and made what they call what was the word I'm looking for? Assessment program to complain about the captain doing things. All right, let me move you up to the desk. So we get to keep the captain in check in case he does anything stupid.
Well, I guess it's good that you have something.
But I don't know what you mean by dental. I mean, we just use magic on our teeth.
I mean, I guess that works. I guess that counts as dental, as long as your teeth are, like, being taken care of and you're not losing them.
Oh, we've lost plenty of teeth. We just grow it back.
Yeah, sure, good enough.
Do
As long
kobolds
as you've
grow
got the
teeth back like sharks
requisite
do?
number of teeth at the end of the day.
Infinite teeth hack.
They do not grow teeth back like a shark, no.
Oh,
That would be pretty cool, though.
that'd be pretty sick.
Though, I think Heimer keeps doing that, but we never want to ask him how he keeps doing it.
Yeah, I find it's best not to ask about things like that.
Then again, he does help protect the ship, so
Maybe he's just a really tiny dragonborn.
But if you want all of it, it'll cost you about 200 gold.
That okay? Yeah, I can do that.
You were about to say that's it.
He goes, we don't take silver either. We find silver to be disrespectful to the cause.
Disrespectful of the cause.
Yes.
What's the cause?
Not many kobolds in Otaga know how to count manipulatively.
Pay him in copper.
Nah, that's just
That would be so mean.
He's
that's
so
just a
mean.
fucking war
He said
crime.
no,
It's
he
like
said
giving
no
someone $100
silver.
in pennies.
He said no silver.
He didn't say no gold. I mean, no
He said-
copper. I mean,
That's just cruel.
yeah, no, I will pay him the 200 gold.
in gold.
What? You don't want to give him 20,000 copper?
Do you, do
I
you,
don't-
do you have an exchange rate on the ship where you can go to a bank?
Yeah, is there a fucking bank I can go to change my money into copper? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
already
yeah,
carrying like 9,500 gold.
yeah.
One day I'm gonna make a character with a bag of holding that only has copper.
Oh my god.
Christ. And you just convert all of your money into copper and put it in there?
Absolutely.
Are you just making
That sounds
Enos here?
hilarious, but terrible.
Is it good copper?
Yes,
Oh
it
yeah, how
is.
good is the copper?
Make
What
it bad
quality is
copper.
it?
Make it bad copper.
Yeah, make it bad
It'll be
copper. It'd be
funny.
infinitely funnier.
All right,
You have
make
a
it
you have a
bad
bag
copper.
full of a fake copper coins.
Collect a bunch of complaints too about it, and tell them that you don't give a shit.
Oh my god. Okay. He will hand you a bag. It's almost filled to the brim with various just things that he has made over the course of his many journeys going from Otaga to the other parts of the world, back to the port, the various things he's picked up in the ports.
Does he have like a list of what they are and what they do, and are they labeled in any way?
He has a list, but they're not labeled, and all the list says is where he got it, what he presumes it does. He is not 100% sure.
Oh boy, we could experiment? Hell yeah.
Oh boy, this trip is gonna be
Well,
lots of fun
I will
now.
happily take that list if he will let me.
He will hand you the list. The first name on it is exactly how he describes people he's sold to. The first guy on the list is Cat in Hat sold me ball.
The Cat in the Hat?
No, a cat just
Ball?
wearing a hat.
What kind of
Like
hat?
like
I
a
wonder?
tabaxi?
Yes. The second on the list is fat elephant in suit.
Well, that's
Sold me
not very
stick.
nice.
How does this guy know what an elephant is, but not like a loxodon or a tabaxi?
Well, he knows
Said
what a
elephant derogatorily.
He's intentionally writing it. He's actually incredibly fantasy racist.
He goes the list isn't perfect. I don't know these people's names. I just know them by what they look like.
And you didn't get like any info about
Well-
these on what they do. You just like bought them.
Well, they sold it to me cheap and said that it's not harmful as long as it's not towards you.
That's not helpful.
Well, to be fair, we did use a couple on the fish, and we ate good that night.
Can you tell us which ones?
I
Please.
think the captain has that one. But it does call down lightning, though. Makes great for fishing.
Man, I'm gonna give you some advice. Figure out, like, learn what something does before you decide to buy it, and then make your decision based on that. Don't just buy it indiscriminately.
Maybe he wants the loot box experience.
They're just mystery boxes. No.
you see him rub his chin and go, well, I did attach some of them to Betsy, but we haven't had a time to use them, so there's that.
Well, either way, pleasure doing business with you.
Yes. And if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to stop by.
Well, I will be heading to bed now because it's late. Good night.
Yes.
Be sure to put up the do not disturb sign.
Implying you have a do not disturb sign.
We
I mean,
can
I would
make
imagine
one,
that
Just scratch it
Miles.
into your door.
Scratch it into Scratch it into the door. Do not disturb.
You know what? I'm assuming I have like access to paper, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a piece of paper, write "do not disturb" on it, and use one of my darts to like pin it to the outside of the door.
Oh, all right.
Let's just hope that these low-end kobolds can read.
And I make sure to pin it low so that it's at kobold eye level.
I feel like that's ableism.
No, that's being accommodating, so they don't have to crane their necks up.
That's fair. Still feels demeaning.
Listen, it's not my fault they're short, okay? I didn't make them that way.
The doors are also very tall in comparison to them.
Right? They're tall enough for me to comfortably go in and out of them, so it's not my fault they have a ship that's built for someone my sized and that they're all kobold sized.
Especially Steve. We pity Steve.
Oh, Steve is living his
He's
best
so
life.
tiny.
He's 1.5 feet tall. Can he even reach the door handles?
Yeah.
Does he
I
have to
just imagine
jump?
he climbs everything.
Bro just scampers. Don't even walk, he just scampers.
He skitters and scampers.
He is
Anyway, I'm gonna
go
go ahead.
No, go ahead. He is a master in athletics.
Well, now that I have my bag full of various things from Locke, I will enter into the safe room, the safe place,
Okay.
with said bag.
Hooray.
Right.
Why are there 2 Dimitris?
There's 2 Dimitris?
There's 2 Dimitris. There's one over by the fireplace where I left him, and then there's one stuck in a wall.
Huh?
Oh my god, Dimitri got
Why?
Cask of Amontillado.
No.
How did you?
I don't know. I have not moved him. He is in the same spot I left him in,
All
all
right.
the way from last campaign.
There you go. You shut the door. You lock it. You put the sign, or you put the sign up. You lock it. Then you go. Then you open. Then you reopen the door and go into your safe space. I can see the fucking Among Us, Cade. Come
Yeah,
on.
I was about to ask what the hell that was.
Among Us.
Why does it
Well,
have
I
a
know that
thigh
one now.
gap?
He walking.
All right.
Well, Scylla's gonna come in, and she's gonna come into the house and be like, "Hey, gang, I got treats."
Oh boy.
And she's gonna like set the bag and the list on the table here.
Immediately, America's face goes from like excited to disappointment.
What's on the list?
What?
What's on
What's
the
that face
list?
for?
You said they were gonna be like treats. This isn't treats.
It's not food treats, it's item treats.
It's a stupid name for them.
Dimitri slides a small snack to Mariko, hoping to appease her.
She takes it begrudgingly and sets it in her lap.
He's
When you're
going
not
to look
looking.
at her and he's
not
gonna
looking,
watch her
yeah,
until
but
she
sit.
eats it. He's gonna watch her until she eats it. They're in a standoff. Without turning away from Mariko, he asks, "What's on the list? What's in the bag?"
What's
Well,
in the
apparently
box?
Apparently the guy that's in the room next to mine on the ship is like he like buys and gets there's a bunch of like magic shit in here and devices. And the list is allegedly what is in here, though apparently a lot of the stuff he just doesn't know what it does.
And you spent money on that?
I mean, yeah,
How much money did you spend on it?
I don't know, like 200 gold.
That's like highway robbery.
There's a lot of stuff in here. It's more for the
No,
novelty
I
of it
mean-
than the actual use.
No, I mean for him. If he has anything
Oh.
worthwhile, it's highway robbery.
Yeah, I don't think we realized it initially, but the people running this ship ain't that smart.
Oh no. Wait, aren't they
I'm
all
in-
kobolds?
Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I'm not
At
trying to
least
make
three of-
generalizations about your species.
No, at least 3 of my family members are not very intelligent. It's fine. I'm surprised some of them can read, especially
okay.
Donald. It's just a thing.
Just the thing. Okay. Jesus.
It's just a
Well, I
thing.
assume the captain's not stupid, because otherwise the ship would probably have sunk by now.
Debatable.
And the chef seems pretty alright, and Jesus Christ, he is so jacked. I've never seen a kobold that buff.
Wait, kobolds can get buff?
I know, I was so surprised. He just came out of the hold, and he was I can't even describe it.
Rethinking his entire world right now. We
Our
can get
kobold's not
buff.
buff.
We can get jacked.
You get swole.
Gains for days for kobolds.
For this one, apparently.
Here.
Dimitri picks up the list and starts to read it.
Here. That's kegs.
Oh my god. Yeah, Scylla
Oh,
was
dear.
definitely intimidated.
Good lord.
He is swollen.
An
Oh my
an
God.
absolute fucking unit.
That's a lad. Oh my goodness. Intimidation no longer charisma based. Holy smokes. But Dimitri reads on the list. What is on the list?
You have, like the shield we talked about before, you have various knickknacks and magic items that he's made or bought over the years. So you see various orbs are in there, various cartridges of stuff that that he's acquired over the years. A couple enchanted daggers that are just like things they've used over the course of the ship that they no longer have a use for. Various potions and other things that range from like red colored potions to yellows. You see bracelets, earrings, things like that.
Dimitri's going to call out to Teeny and hope Teeny hears him. Teeny. Teeny.
Teeny's coming
He's not
down the
gonna-
stairs.
Wonderful. Okay, good. He was not going to go to you, so I'm very glad she came.
I'm gonna
Wow.
assume I heard you through the earring. You know, there's a door here now.
Hey,
What
welcome.
happened?
We
What's
have
up?
items here. Can you see if they are magical and or cursed?
Sure, I can do that. I'm gonna identify them.
Sick. Dimitri does not have identify, so that's very good that you do.
It's always important to carry. Are
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually magical, or are they just normal items that he picked up?
Most of them are magical. Others are kind of common ones, things that you would do that they would use for everyday shit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sort out any non-magical ones, and I'm gonna sort out. Well, I'm gonna put them in different piles, but I'm also gonna sort out the common magic items.
Is there anything really good in there?
You find one, you find two daggers of returning. So when you throw it, it'll come back to you.
That's pretty
Ooh.
nice.
If you choose to need them. You find a staff that you can put things onto, and it will enchant the staff. So if you for example, if you find some way to put fire on an item, you can put it on there, and you can throw out like random little fireballs and stuff, or firebolt.
Uh-oh.
Confused.
Is that Mariko's item?
No.
You're like, don't give that to her, please. All right. What about the potions? Is there anything good in the potions?
Let's see. Roll me a 1d100.
Ooh. I got a 56.
56. You see a bottle, and it's this yellow-like liquid. It's see-through, almost like you can see all the way through it. And there are various one-leaf clovers in it. It will affect your luck.
Neat.
You want to roll again?
Sure.
Yeah, give me another one.
99. Just one more. Come on.
One more.
Just one more. It was so close.
You pull out a potion. It is purple. It's a nice swirling purple of like purple and blue. It's got various little, almost like glitter marks in it, but it's shimmering. You feel if you were to take it, you would be in a very good mood.
Is this drugs?
No.
What does it do, Teeny? What does the potion do?
What does it do?
What does the potion do?
For 1d4 rounds, it will. You will get one reroll on anything related to charisma.
Yo, nice.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
That's interesting, especially for some of Dimitri's stuff.
Yeah, because it's all based on charisma, technically.
Smile.
At least spells are.
Mm-hmm. The other one, for 1d4 days, you will require no sleep.
Jesus Christ.
What color is the potion?
That is the one that is golden with one-leaf clovers.
Oh, okay.
Laughs an elf.
Technically, you sleep. It's just meditation.
Oh man.
But it's not sleep, it's meditation.
Laughs and insomnia. I already do that. Joke's on you.
I already don't sleep. Why would you do this to me?
My sleep chart is a line that goes all the way to the bottom and all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom several times a night. I don't sleep. Who needs a luck potion for that?
I have crippling anxiety. I don't need a potion for that. My therapist thinks I'm insane.
Are any of the orbs magical? the various orbs.
Are they?
They are.
I wrote down the things that you said were on the list.
What do they
The
got?
potions were the most pertinent.
Okay, well, one of the orbs you see is this mechanical little ball. You can see it has like gears shifting and turning. And you see a jewel. It's probably like no more than like maybe 2 silver jewel in it, and it glows. It's pressable.
It's a what?
It's pressable. It's a button.
Oh, Teeny, is it safe to push?
I'm gonna push it anyway.
Oh God.
Before casting a spell on it, I'm just gonna push it.
Sweet Jesus.
What does it do? Hooray!
Just waiting for Kate to tell us to roll for evasion.
Another roll a D100 moment.
You rest the button, and as you do, you see the ball begin to steam pops out of it. You see as like the gears and the various pistons that are small on it begin to pull, press, and turn, and what drops out of it is a small mechanical little kobold with wings.
It looks safe. Is he attacking me?
Nope, it just kind of stands there. You can see it turning its head every now and then.
Oh, it's just a little guy.
It is just a little
Dimitri
guy.
claps his hands as if trying to coax it.
It will clap its hands back. Well, it'll try. It's got like T-Rex arms, but
Oh, it's so little. How little is it?
it's about the size of a mug.
Theme of the session, little guys. You right. About the size of a. He's so cute. Will he go back in the orb?
Yes.
I choose you. Return.
You have to hit the button again, but
Oh, gotcha. He's so cute. What does he do? Will he do anything else?
not at the moment. No, you will have to sit down and figure out how he works.
Okay. If everyone is all right, Dimitri would very much like to figure out how the little kobold in a ball works.
Yeah, go for it. I can't believe we finally got our first Pokemon. We can start our journey.
Heck yeah!
Oh my
We have all
God.
of these little critters. We have all of these little critters everywhere, and we're excited for the little mechanical thing.
Clearly, we can't call them Pokemon because then the fucking Game Freaks people will try and attack me.
Mechanimons.
They're
Because they're not Digimon.
Orb
They're not
creature.
digital.
Is that a thing? Is there a Pokemon role playing game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Ooh.
there's one for 5e. There's one for Pathfinder as well. It's not bad. It's just wonky how it works. Hmm. The
Dimitri will do the clapping and holding his hands up like he's ready to catch the ball from Teeny.
Alright, she'll toss him the ball.
He drops it. He tried.
Well,
He
at least he
wasn't
tried.
ready. He wasn't ready. He said he was ready, but he wasn't ready.
He thought he was ready, but he wasn't.
He thought he was
No.
ready. I could roll for dexterity, or I could do the funniest thing.
I like the funniest thing.
Imagine having the funniest thing as an option and not doing it.
What is next on the list?
The next orb is a green orb. You see the inside of it, it's like a swirling, like vortex almost. It will fit promptly on the staff if you decide to do it. As a reaction, you can absorb the element, or you can absorb a certain amount of damage on a roll if an elemental damage would hit you. It will also empower the orb. Stop getting close to the mic. Why is it when I look over at chat, all I see is tabs talking about ass smelling in VR?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try
What
and
is going
drill it.
on
What the
in
hell is
there?
going on in sus chat?
Tabs is in VR chat.
I'm not. All right, whatever.
What is Letty doing?
Basically, you gain 2 charges of absorb element a day. Of course, the orb has to be mounted on something to be useful. You just can't use it. It's not just like a grab and go.
Bruh.
I don't know how I did that.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to spell trinks, but I apparently spelled torment.
Congratulations.
Doesn't help how I'm sitting, but there you go. You find the other various things you find in the sack are a fishing hook that you can put on top of, or that you can put on a rod that will find out fish, or will seek out fish.
I mean, we're on an ocean, so that could be useful.
Be pretty useful if we were fighting a fish. Could put it on the tip of something sharp and pointy. Throw it.
More or less. You find a water skin in there that will hold an assload amount of whatever liquid you put in there. You're currently not sure what is in there now, but it doesn't smell great.
What's the numerical value of ass load?
Fort
Is it
Knox.
It's
more or
just like
less
our
than a
jar.
fuck-ton?
It's
It's
less.
just like our jar.
It's less than your jar.
Should we dump it down a toilet or should we dump it over the side of the boat with Scylla?
I think maybe over the side of the boat.
Over the
But I
So
also
does
don't want
it
to
stink
accidentally
up the
get it on the
place?
boat and it's like somehow corrosive.
Maybe you should drink
Oh
it.
no, it's acid.
Sure, go ahead and drink it, Marco. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm not thirsty.
Dare you. I dare you.
Are you sure about that?
I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Double dog. I'm up in it.
Also, that fishing pole. What is the magic of that fishing pole? Define a fish as.
It works. It works under the assumption of it tries to go after whatever you're trying to fish.
Oh.
So, like if you're like, trying to fish bass, it's gonna try and seek out bass. Type deal.
Anti-raid.
What if I'm trying to fish out like a pearl from a clam?
You would then have to think of the pearl or the clam instead of the pearl.
Okay, so it has to be like a living creature.
Yeah, it has to be a specific living creature.
Okay. Is there
So
like
we
a
could
range
use it to hunt
limitation on it?
serpents.
It can
Oh,
be
yeah.
it can be used for about an hour before its magic will stop, and then it'll have to recharge. So
I meant like a range for the thing you're fishing for.
we're about 60 feet. Obviously on a boat that's not helpful, but if you're just like hanging out by a river and shit, then you're fine.
Mm-hmm. Also, I will be right back.
Yep. You find a notebook. It's just a leatherback book. It's about maybe the size of a pocket, like a jeans pocket. On it says oh, how do I word this? On it says for one's eyes only. But it's like engraved into the leather.
Misreads it and lets Lion-O read it because he's one eye only.
Terrible.
Smile.
Lion-O deserves your respect.
He does. Smile. That's why I'm letting him hold this very important task.
Oh. That's about it. All the
Sick.
rest of the stuff is small little like knickknacks that are like keeping you dry from like the ocean water that they've been using every time like the ocean waves get too big. Other small things that you would use commonly across the board just for a better boat ride.
Mm.
So you have like a little like ring that will keep you dry from all the water hitting you. You have some clothes in there that are they won't get dirty or tear, but not like anything big. Most of it is useful stuff that like you would just use like every day.
Sick. Outfit change time.
Yeah.
These guys are Dimitri's size. Except one of them.
That's fair.
Two of them. One is very swollen, one is very small.
So you have 2 daggers of returning that anyone can use, because daggers are a simple weapon. You have a fish hook for useful things. You have 2 potions. You have 2 orbs. One is a little kobold, and the other is used to on your staff to absorb elements.
Interesting. Who here uses a staff?
Anyone can use a staff.
Staff is just a quarter staff, right?
No, it's just an item. That's all it is. But it can also be a quarterstaff if you want it.
Okay.
Okay, so Dimitri has his special item with the bats.
Uh-huh.
It already absorbed the instrument of many instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Can it also absorb the staff of elements?
No.
Oh, that would
No.
have been funny. All of the things. Just cram it all in there. Have the bats hold it. Can the hat hold the staff of elements?
The hat cannot hold a staff, no. You could put the orb on your cane. Or not cane, the
instrument, yeah.
Yeah.
It formed into an instrument. It like fused or something. I don't know. It did magic stuff. Sick. Just puts the orb on the cane thing. All of the things. Now
Alright.
it's if it gets hit, it absorbs damage or elements.
If you're attacked, you can use your reaction to absorb elements.
Sick.
That's decent.
Does anybody else need to absorb elements before Dimitri commandeers this thing?
Nope.
And I don't think I'm good.
Okay, so he has grabbed both of the orbs. The other items are up for grabs. The purple potion would be good with Dimitri during a fight, but if somebody else is doing something charisma based, shrugs.
Alright, I'm back.
I don't think I
Welcome
really
back.
do a whole lot of charisma stuff.
We got a notebook that says one's eyes only. Dimitri is tempted to let Lion-O read it, for he has one eye only.
I'm tempted to just read it.
But isn't he like connected to some
Oh,
scary dude?
you right. Maybe. Does the scary dude see what Lion-O sees? We just don't know, I guess.
That's a mystery.
Do what now?
Lion-O is like a part of something else.
Yes.
We've discovered. Does something else get to see through Lion-O's eye while he is with us?
I cannot answer that.
Uh-oh, that means yes. I'm joking. Vague DM answers, I have hit the nail on the head for a future plot point. I will ignore this point. Writes it down in notebook.
I mean, we've already got someone listening in because we got the mask.
Yeah, wiretap.
Are you a cop?
You a cop? Yes. They're all. Everyone is a cop to you in this. Everyone. All right, what are you guys doing with the rest of the stuff in your downtime while you're down the cube?
Orb, 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 orb.
Well, you already got the orb.
I want to experiment with the orb and learn the tiny kobold's ways. He will be my friend. He can be friends with Lino. He can carry him around. Perhaps.
Can be friends with. All right. What do you try and do with the orb? Do you like pick it up again? Do you try and open it?
Yeah. He pushes the button again. I
You'll.
don't think the little guy ever went back in. I don't think we ever pushed the button.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah, you did. You
I
will.
know he dropped it. I wasn't sure if he pushed it.
You'll push it again. You'll see the little turns and pistons crank again. It'll pop out, and you'll see him like the head like turn and look around at you. All.
He loves him. He will move the ball side to side and see if it tracks the ball.
It does.
Ooh.
He'll put the ball down and then put his hands and see if it tracks his hands without the ball.
It does.
He tracks movement. Got it.
Was not
He
drunk.
claps his hands.
It'll clap.
He waves.
It'll try to wave.
Oh,
I'm gonna
he's
try to
so
poke it in
small.
the back of the head. Just a little poke.
Okay. It'll bite you.
Don't say Pokemon names. Oh, jeez.
Alright, well, if it's holding on to my finger, then I'm gonna fling it.
You try. It's got a death grip.
I'm just gonna keep waving my hand around then.
Stop, stop, stop.
Get it off!
Let me try. He pushes the button on the ball.
It will let go, and it'll transfer back into the ball.
Okay, so we know not to poke it.
Yeah, it bit me.
I'm gonna push the button again. Please don't poke it. He's gonna push the button.
It will again. The steam will come out. Pistons will turn. You'll hear Autobots roll out.
Sick. If only my fantasy character understood this reference.
Autobots, roll out.
But it'll just stand there. You'll see it walk over to Mirko as she's reading the book. It'll just stare at her.
The pixie glares.
It'll glare back with its little mechanical eyebrows. You will see it keep glaring, but it'll take a stance.
What's it doing? Mariko. Mariko. It doesn't like the floating thing that's by you.
She finally looks up from the book. Fuck is that?
It came from an orb. He doesn't have a name yet.
So it's yours?
Kind of all of our Scylla bought it, but I'm trying to figure out how it works, and it does not like the floating thing
Well,
that's by you.
Grab your dog.
I
It'll
don't have a dog.
it'll blow steam at the familiar, like it's trying to breathe fire at it.
Ah, that's so cute.
The pixie squares up. It will fucking did it.
They're about the same size. you'll
is it trying to square up?
you'll see this robotic kobold just after like blowing the steam at it and watching the pixie square up. You'll see it put up its little its little cobalt T-Rex arms and just go.
Please don't fight. Dimitri says this aloud, hoping that it is a vocal command.
What did the pixie do? The real question.
Is it still squared up?
Yeah, it's still squared up. It's ready to go.
Does it look like it will hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, the pixie's gonna fucking hit it back.
Why is it so aggressive?
Well, it's America's familiar.
No, the little kobold, it just came out of the ball like that.
It won't actually do any damage to it. You hear like the little like smack of it, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's just like little slaps.
You just watch as like it's like an intense stare down, like they're about to throw down, and you just see the little tiny hands of the fairy and the little tiny hands of the mechanical kobold just slapping each other.
They're literally two cats fighting each other. America does nothing to stop it, by the way. It's amusing.
It just happens. They're not like harming each other. They're not doing any damage to each other. They're just slapping each other.
And they're doing that fucking scene in the first Pokemon movie where the two Pikachu are slapping the shit at each other.
But that's all that's in the bag. All the rest of the stuff is quite literally just knickknacks, stuff that would be for everyday use for the people on the boat, or just use that you may find over your course of the journey of just like camping stuff, fishing stuff, normal repair stuff, various things that he's bought over the years that had use for them.
Sick, we got stuff.
And
I
things.
mean, you got more than 200 gold out of it, so.
Oh yeah. This orb, whatever's in that notebook that Teeny wants to read. The potions. The silly little guy that I wish would stop fighting with the pixie.
Oh, they're on like round 7.
I'm gonna have Jerry join in. It's a free for all, by the way. He's not on anyone's side.
Oh god, and here's Jerry from the top rope with the chair. The humanity. But you guys any food that you didn't eat, Scylla, obviously you could have brought in here to, share with anybody. But with that, you guys will get a nice long rest. Or you're just resting basically your long restful weeks. You guys get some rest. You guys get food in you. You guys enjoy your ride for the most part so far. And we will end it here. Next time, you will end up in Otaga.
Yippee.
Coolio.
Fun little ship
Also, I
episode.
appreciate that like the one group purchase that Scylla's made has been a good purchase. And like if you ever try to give her shit about anything in the future, she's just going to bring up this one singular event, whether or not it's in any way
Honestly-
related.
Honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna give Scylla crap.
Well, I know. I
Between
know,
Scylla and
because
Dimitri, I think they're kind of carrying the forward momentum.
Yeah, but like if anything ever happens, and they're like, Jesus, Scylla, why did you do that? And she's just gonna be like, well, don't you remember that one time when I bought us all that cool shit on the boat? Huh? What about that? Huh?
That
Scylla, please don't tell the cops ACAB to their face. But that one time that I bought really cool stuff was really cool, wasn't it?
That being said, Poison,
Me,
Kappa,
Kappa Pride.
no.
Oh shit! I know what happened. Hold on, I'm going.
I don't know say the other part anymore. But that being said, during your downtime, you will get your spells. So just put it in chat. Put it in the channel. What you want.
Fine here.
Wait, it wants me to do an alert again. Alright, sure.
Oh, it's probably doing like the 11th month or some shit. But put what you guys want in the chat as you guys are going. For the book, during your time, as you're prescribing spells and trying to read stuff, Poison,
Me.
the book steals it as you're reading it.
What do you mean steals it?
It copies it.
The spells?
Yes.
As I'm reading it?
Okay. Here's the best way I can describe this.
By the way, I'm identifying this thing after to figure out what it just did.
Oh. It copies the spell before you even start reading it. So all of its language and everything is copied into the book.
Oh shit, this might be my new spellbook if it does this and lets me use them.
Just trying to go outside.
That's some free inscribing right there.
But you will notice that some of your ink is gone.
Now it's not free, it's just less time consuming.
Stealing your ink?
Fuck, I used extra ink for that now. Wait, that means I have to spend so much to transcribe all these? So I have
Man,
to
yeah, ink's
redo
the most
all my
expensive
old
part.
spells.
Hold on. We do have a bottomless jar that we could use a slot to fill with ink. Just a thought.
Oh.
Can we? Is that
It's
possible?
liquid.
There is a slot in a giant jar. Yes, they could hold ink, but remember, the jar isn't omnipotent and has a whole lot of slots. You guys got to start picking and choosing what you're doing.
Right now, I think we have some soup in one of them.
Yeah.
Some blood in one of them.
Yep.
Salt water.
Yes.
How many slots are there?
Probably got 2 more left. We're gonna have to start replacing one.
Ink
Ink.
seems
I
pretty
mean-
good.
If we do ink, then we can start like an ink empire because ink is like super expensive to get.
I'm just throwing it out there. If we wanted to collapse all of the economics of this place,
True.
We
Or
could,
a lot of
I
and I
could
could
just
get
use
we
it
could
all
get
for
free ink.
myself.
Man, if we could find coffee beans and like empty the jar completely and fill all the slots with like different types of coffee and start like a coffee shop. We'd be
The
making
true
bank.
end goal of this campaign is to form a coffee shop. That's what
Yes,
we're
we
here
just
for.
want to create fantasy Starbucks.
Nyama, stay. Am I right?
Listen, she needs her venti frappuccino, okay?
She doesn't even know what it is, but she needs it.
She had a vision once as a child, and that is the dream she chases forever now.
Y'all still gotta find the coffee bean.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta go find where the
If
fucking
there
coffee
ever
beans
was a
are.
group that would find the coffee bean by accident, I'm
Wait,
just saying.
a tog is a jungle, right?
No, Otaga is a lot of marshland.
Dang, gotta go find a jungle. So we're gonna find the
Well,
coffee beans.
okay. Otaga Prime is a lot of marshland and ocean, like Hawaiian ocean land. Normal Otaga is, of course, the one or other Otaga is the one you're used to.
I see. So where would jungles be down here?
Jungles, for you guys, would actually be where the encampment was, the Wandering Wilds Prime, and did I? Oh yeah, I screwed that up. This should be down here. You would have to check Lula for more forests, and you would have to go back to the encampment for more forests. You would also pass through forests on the way to the merchant city of Eshel.
We'll just have to start asking for a very fragrant but bitter bean.
Yeah.
And just start asking around, have you seen this strange bean? It's fragrant, yet bitter. But when you roast and press it with hot water, it makes it drink finer than tea.
Yes. All right, hang on. Wait 2 seconds. All right. That's gonna be it for tonight. Tomorrow we'll probably try and do some more Zelda, just like dick around, or we will see what else is going on. And then Sunday we will have Cyberpunk Red, so we'll have more of that coming with the crew doing the rest of their first job as Kate is DM. But besides that, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the content. Thank you for dealing with our antics and our rambling. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And for the follows and likes and everything. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening, wherever you are. Be safe, be excellent, and we will see you tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, depending on how things go. There's a good chance we'll be back on Saturday, because Friday I need time to edit videos and everything to put it up for YouTube, so all of you can enjoy it if you were not able to catch a stream. So, have a good day. And let's see who's on. We can raid them. Oh. You know what? We'll raid Senna. Because Senna's cool. They're a good person. They're an awesome friend. They're an amazing artist.